Welcome back, everybody, to another episode of the DNA Crows. My name is Andrew, your host, the Comic Crow, and this here...
I am Dean, DA Talks, and
please follow him on Twitter.
Follow me on Twitter.
All right, everyone. So, we've been doing a couple videos on the deplatforming mess that's...
We've been doing quite a few videos on the deplatforming mess.
We have.
It's quite a big issue.
It definitely is. But we do have another situation that just happened last night. Probably be a few days out since this recording. Hopefully, it gets resolved as another mistake. But the @AOC Press account has been banned from Twitter. On top of that, the owner of the account, @Office of Mike, has also been banned on Twitter. We'll include links in the description so you can follow the creator's account on Instagram, because I do believe he's still been available on there and any other platforms where they are, because the dude is just hilarious. But this is rather serious because apparently there is no violation of their policy.
Yeah, it's a parody account and it followed all the rules.
Yeah, in the account name, it was @AOC Press. The account name was Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez.
Well,
edit.
No, we're leaving that in.
Edit. The account followed all the rules. It actually says Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez press release, and in parentheses, parody. The summary for the account says parody. And so I don't see how this violates rules. Parody accounts are welcome on the platform, and this one clearly identifies itself as being a parody.
Well, I think the problem is too many people getting confused, because when you're as wildly crazy and absurd as Alexandria Cortez, a parody account just seems like maybe it's just the real thing.
I will admit, there's been a couple tweets where I was like, wait, you
Which?
sure that wasn't from AOC herself?
You're all checking? No, this one doesn't say parody. What the fuck?
It's not our fault AOC's an idiot.
Yeah.
Yeah, right. No. The account, though, did not violate any rules. Like we said, it's clearly stated as a parody account. I don't see how you look at this as any other way than Twitter just getting involved and deciding that you cannot mock a politician, which they are favorable to. Mm-hmm. To me, I don't know how you describe that as anything other than actual fascism, where you basically you remove the right to mock a politician. I mean, that's one of the greatest rights we have in this country. And I do want to give a little bit of a serious story here, because our dad. But more my dad.
No, what?
What?
I have more of his genes. Fuck out of here.
No, actually I do. The Italian is actually from Dad.
Yeah, I know. Okay, but what is Dad mostly? And how much did you get?
Well, you need to check his DNA results, which he is doing right now.
We
may find out he's not our father.
I think what we know is you're not very Arab, you're not very Irish, you're not very anything of our parents. I think you're adopted.
I maybe. We do look alike, though, so maybe you're adopted and maybe
you're an adopted cousin.
Okay, listen, though. This is a serious story about why you should have the right to mock a politician. Our father's from Jordan, second-class citizen Palestinian. In Jordan, he went to apply for a job at the big national bank there, right? And forgive me for not knowing the name. This is back in, I want to say, the 60s or the 70s when he went to apply for this position. They put him in a room, right? And in this room is this big, giant portrait of the king there, right? And the bank manager, or the person doing the interview, sits behind this desk with the portrait of the king behind him. And the interview is very straightforward. They don't really ask you too many questions. What they do is they try to offer you a cigarette, right? They tell you, relax, put your feet up on the table. They tell you, the king's not, what do you think about the king? We don't really, what's your opinion? That sort of thing, right? If you take the cigarette, if you put your feet up on the table, if you say anything that's even just admonishing, if you say anything that is disrespectful to the king in any way, they beat you up and they throw you out. My dad was smart. My uncle was not smart. Oh my God. He took the cigarette, put his feet up on the table, and started talking mad shit about the king. Beat the crap out of him. Then they went to my dad because they're brothers and beat the crap out of him too. So I don't think that we want a country where we're not able to mock a politician. And the fact that Twitter is creating this system where politicians, and they said this before, they apparently allow politicians to break the rules. And
well, politicians get a different
and we're gonna
set of rules.
We're gonna talk about that because this is, I guess there's this guy in Pennsylvania who's been able to break the rules. But
that's disgusting. We'll talk about it soon.
Yeah. But this is why this is important. I don't think we want any side of the aisle, right? If you have a disagreement with a politician, if you mock them, if you make fun of them, if you make a joke, that you can then say, well, remove them for what they said. They made fun of a senator or a congressperson or a freaking mayor or something. I don't know. I don't think anybody wants a system like that. So the fact that Twitter's creating it is just insane to me. Mm-hmm. I don't know how to look at it any other way.
Yeah, it's just pretty nutty.
Moving forward, though, as we've already talked about, the Sargon of Akkad, Carl Benjamin, and the Tommy Robinson political campaign accounts on Twitter, which did not tweet out, and as far as I understand, maybe I'm incorrect here, we're not tweeting out anything offensive, but we're basically just tweeting out when they were going to be going where, how people could meet with them. Nothing inflammatory.
No, nothing.
Not run by these people in any way. And Twitter said, nope, off the platform.
Yeah. So that goes back to the politicians get a different set of standards. But if you aren't a politician, you don't even get to have the regular. Like, it's so weird. Like, if you're trying to become a politician, you don't even get to have the regular set of rules.
If you're just associated with the politician, you don't get to have an account.
Yeah, it's weird. So, like, there's 3 sets of rules. Civilian, trying to become a politician, which you just shitted on it, and then politicians who are gods on Twitter.
Apparently.
It's weird.
So there is a person, Brian Sims, I hope I'm not getting the name wrong.
I don't give a shit if you are. The guy's a piece of shit.
He is a piece of shit. But I want people to know he's a piece of shit. I don't want to get an uninvolved civilian involved in this politician's assholery. But this man went outside a Planned Parenthood facility, and I'm very neutral when it comes to abortions. I personally don't really want the government involved in any way in these things. It's more of a libertarian argument. I get it, but these people, they go out there, they pray outside of the facilities, they try to get people not to have the abortion. They're not vile, they're not mean, they're not screaming, they're not ranting. Brian Sims is, though. He goes out there, calls them bullies, racist, sexist, tells people that they're using their white privilege, and just goes up to people. He goes up to one guy, he asks him his name, he goes, oh, what are you doing out here? Oh, I don't care, you're a piece of shit, and then just walks off.
Yeah, he kind of sounds a lot like this guy.
No, I'm not a politician.
He's not a politician, but he'll just walk up to you, I don't care, you're a piece of shit. But
there's these 3 teenagers standing around, and he's telling people, I'll give you $100.
Yeah,
I'll give you $100 if you can tell me who these people are.
Yeah, well,
these are teenage girls.
Yeah, he offered $100 to dox these teenagers.
Yeah, and the video's up on Twitter. This guy's on Twitter defending his actions, and I'm like, oh, well,
Twitter is like, well, no, politicians have a different set of rules.
Yeah. This is ridiculous. I mean, it really is.
Yeah.
The fact that it's a political official has more power. He's straight up punching down on people. There's this old woman that's just standing outside praying, not saying anything, not ranting, not even holding a sign that says anything.
He just comes up screaming at her.
Yeah, and just trying to get her image in the... I'm going like, dude, you are just punching down on people, and you're saying that you stand for women's rights and shit.
Yeah.
He goes up to the teenagers and basically calls them all like white, white privilege and everything. And the one girl's like, I'm not even white. And he just keeps fucking going off. He doesn't care.
Yeah, well, the left just loves the whole white privilege or alt-right attack.
I don't know what right now. When I hear white privilege, I straight up replace privilege with superiority, and then you see how fucking racist.
Well, here's the thing: is I believe white privilege exists.
Racist.
No, I just believe it exists. But I don't think it's this giant corporate thing. I just think white people are generally treated better among other civilians. It's just how it is.
And you know what? I can't really agree with that, but I know why you say that. So maybe we can do another video on it. I personally feel that.
But just to attack people, just going back, just to attack people and say, well, white privilege, you don't understand. These people aren't doing anything other than trying to stop something that they don't like. They weren't being disrespectful There have been plenty of occasions at Planned Parenthoods where there were protesters being disrespectful. This wasn't that.
And don't get me wrong, if that's what he had seen, if that's what was going on there, and he went up to these people that were straight up like, these are abominations, blah, 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 attacking the people going inside.
I think we'd all be a little sympathetic.
Yeah, I would be. And, I'm not for abortions, but I could understand having that mentality because you see it from somebody else. But to just show up there where people are praying and start attacking them, offering $100 to dox teenagers, and you're a sitting politician, you need to be removed from office. I'm sorry, that's ridiculous.
And here's the thing, is I am for abortion. But this guy's wrong. You can't just run up. First of all, these people have a right to protest. Secondly, they weren't protesting in any disgusting way, which people at Planned Parenthoods have protested in disgusting ways. This wasn't that. This guy just goes up there, though, and just shows up, and he's being the disgusting asshole.
And not just once, twice. I'm pretty sure he's going to keep on doing it. People are calling him out on Twitter, and all his responses, well, you're racist, sexist, misogynist, bigots, blah, 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 blah. I don't have an opinion.
Yeah. I can't debate you, so you're an ist. You're what is it?
Something.
Ish? Yeah.
You're a something bad. And I go, like, this person's a sitting politician, a sitting...
well, hopefully they won't be for long.
Yeah, I'm sure. Here's the thing: you have too many politicians who think that the Twitter mob is how everybody thinks and feels. It's not.
Yeah.
You're just being a dick, and you're hurting your own cause. Who's gonna be sitting there defending your actions? Just like the other nasty, mean-spirited people that are also inherently racist and bigoted. You're mocking people for being Christians and having a Christian belief, and you're saying that they're fakes. Don't get me wrong, if they're out there actually preaching hate, I do think that spits in the face of most people's religious beliefs. When I see a fundamentalist Islamist, I say that they're phony because they're preaching hate, not love. They're preaching division, not unity. These people are just out there praying. It's their belief. They're trying to do it in a peaceful way.
They have every right, and and I guess you do have every right to be a dick.
Yeah, but you deserve to be called out for being a massive dick. Brian Sims of Pennsylvania, you're a massive, racist, bigoted dick. Go fuck yourself.
Alrighty, well, I think that's it. Do you have anything left to add?